Hi everyone. I had my birthday a few days ago. It's July 1st. My birthday was about 3 days ago, I think. Um, we went to Steffo's. I got a flower from the office. I got the steak platter and a mojito, and it was a wonderful day. Welcome back to my writing corner. Today I will be talking about one of my characters. I will be sharing a few details about this character and share like a template that I use when designing a character. When creating a new character, I use this template from Fabled Planet. I will link the website on the description in case you want the template as well. So it has a section for plot and world building, and I mainly use the section for main characters when I'm creating a new character. It has a list of information that has questions that you need to fill out. um, it just helps with fleshing out the character and making sure that they are believable and that their storyline is fulfilling and has meaning. So the main uh, sections that I focus on are the key weakness, wounded need, aim and motivation, and the external and internal conflicts. Um, Before I found this template, I had trouble making sure that like the story follows like the beats, making sure that they have external and internal conflicts that are believable and that makes readers not empathize but kind of understand why the character is doing what the character is doing. The character that I'm focusing on today is Ro. Ro is an obsolete maintenance android who is on the path of self-discovery. Although it is naive and indecisive, it navigates the world with wide-eyed curiosity. But underneath it all lies a growing sense of awareness and the desire to understand what it truly means to be human. Let's go over a few details about Ro. Ro is an android created in Nexon. Nexon is the city that the story is set in. It is a very progressive city where androids and AI are very much integrated into the society. I would consider Ro a true hero, although it doesn't start that way. It will learn about what it means to be human and what it means to be yourself. Ro was originally designed to be like a wandering hermit type of character, but I changed the setting, so now Ro looks more like this. It dresses really well. It doesn't have a face, it only has like a pair of eyes that is very much like Red Hood's helmet. So that is kind of where my inspiration is for Ro's look. Ro is created as a maintenance android and worked at a hotel before it was replaced by a newer model. Ro is basically an obsolete android, like it doesn't update, it doesn't have like the newest programming. So it was disposed of, left at a junkyard where it wakes up and begins to learn more about itself and the world around it. A key weakness for Ro is that it believes to live a fulfilling life, it has to be human. It believes that becoming human will solve whatever it is that it is having problems with. I keep saying he when I talk to about Ro because I imagine him as a man, but it doesn't have a gender. It's not it doesn't have like a specific body type either, so it's not like a man or a woman's body, female or male. But I sometimes call it he. A wound and need that Roe has is so basically, what event led to the development of the flaw? It encountered, so Roe basically encountered like discrimination against robots, mainly androids, because of the tension between the working class and the robots that will eventually, or has already, replaced them in the workforce. So Roe believes that being human will solve those problems and will help it find meaning in its life.
Rose's main motivation is to become human by having human qualities.
And eventually by physically being human. It believes that when you're human, you have purpose in life. Whatever it is, being human is like the first step to actualizing that. Roe values both human and artificial life. It has a very strict sense of justice, but learns how to, learns to bend its moral code as it learns to have empathy and to value family. A few key behaviors for Ro: it's not shy, it likes to try new things. It is eager to learn, but sometimes can be too forward. One quality that I really like about Ro is that it doesn't understand metaphors or like subtext. It like those things go over its head. It also is very indecisive or takes too long to decide on things, but it changes. It has trouble accepting these changes at first because it conflicts with its ideals. Its main conflict is with the other main character, Nikos, who prevents Ro from getting what it wants. And the discrimination against androids and AIs. An internal conflict that Ro has is that it fears losing its newfound identity. It's struggling between either sacrificing who it is now for what it can become. So basically, Ro is struggling between like its life, struggling between its current life and a life that it can have. Ro's relationship with the other characters like Minette, Cora, and Davin is like a family, like a found family type of relationship. It learns about what it means to be human through them, and their relationship is tested when the the other characters' lives are in danger as they pursue Ro's goal. Ro eventually realizes that becoming human is not everything. It will not help it find purpose. It eventually accepts who it is. What I think will keep readers interested in the character is the relationships that it has made with the other characters and its clumsy approach at achieving its goal. I want Ro to give the impression of someone who's lost but finds meaning in the connections it has made. I'm gonna read a short passage from chapter 3.
What is your purpose? The question should be simple for an android to answer. Each android's purpose was clear. It was plastered on the box they came in, advertised on the screens that littered the city. Ro did not know how to answer. It repaired broken things. Now that it's no longer at the hotel, what was it supposed to do? Continue on repairing things until they too became obsolete? Could it be more than what it was made to do? What more was there for androids like it? Ro looked at Minette. She could be whatever she wanted, do whatever she wanted. She could enroll at the university, become an inventor, and create impossible things. Things like Ro and the android in front of it.
There's a scene where Ro says, "Don't I deserve to live too?" I think that line really captures its yearning and its doubts. Ro is flawed like everyone else. It makes decisions that are oftentimes self preserving alone. It has a very strict sense of morality that is coded into its programming with limited outside knowledge. But it observes people, it learns, and it changes. Let me know in the comments, what flaws do your characters have that hold them back? I love hearing about other characters from writers and what they do to build complexity. Writing this character has its ups and downs. At first, Ro felt too mechanical, and sometimes it felt too emotional. I needed to find the balance where Ro gradually changes, and I wanted to show how it changes from this self preserving android to someone with empathy. That's it for Ro. Thank you so much for spending the time with me and my character. I'd love to hear about your characters. Let me know what you're working on, what flaws they have, and how it challenges the world that you created. And I'll see you next time on my next video.